Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to day 140 on the Appalachian Trail. That is right, 140 days. 140 we have been out here. Last night, it was a rough one. Got down to about 48. I don't have any cold weather stuff. I am meeting my parents on Thursday to get my quilt and some of my other stuff and my new pair of shoes. So thank you to my cousin Amy for getting that stuff to my parents, and Annette, thank you so much for getting the shoes sent to my parents. Definitely needed. The shoes aren't too bad. I mean, they're rough, but not as rough as the first pair that I went. That first pair I went through, man, I put those things through hell. Right now we are on this really high climb to the mountain. It's like 3.5 miles up. Pretty good elevation. I don't know if this is a 4,000 footer or not. I think it might be. I think it's can't remember the name of the mountain. But anyway, should be some good views from the top. Oh, that was stupid. Right now I'm on a somewhat little flat part of the hike up the mountain. That was the only nice thing about this hike is you go up pretty steep and then you got a little bit of flat, and then you go up again. That next up is up. So yeah, so this morning it was like 48 degrees last night. It's still probably in the 50s now, a little higher up. I did have my hoodie on till recently and I started sweating, so I had to take it off. When I get to the top of the mountain, I mean, it seems like it is a beautiful day out right now. I think the highs are only in the 70s. That's gonna be amazing, especially because water is still a big issue. A lot of areas are still in drought up here. This trail I'm on, I took the Blue Blaze trail because they said there is water up ahead, so I can drink some and then pony up some to the top because I won't be able to get water again until I go down. So yesterday was awesome. I was able to get a video uploaded. That ain't gonna happen tonight, I can guarantee it. I don't have any service right now. And then was able to work on another video, so I have one ready to go as soon as I have service. So yeah, right now we're just we're in New Hampshire, guys, so it is time to start tackling these bigger elevations. I have one really huge climb before I meet my parents. That is Mount Moosilauke. There is an option you could possibly slack pack. I don't know that that's gonna be that much easier. I don't know. I'm gonna look at my options as I get closer. I would probably have to make that decision by tomorrow. Oh man, looking perfect. There's a creek right here and it is flowing well. So that's good to know. We can get some water while we're here. Top off at least. I'm sure I know I have at least a liter. But yeah, so we're gonna get this big climb in and we're working our way towards the Whites. I don't know exactly where the Whites start, if it's at Moosilauke or not. Maybe it's Smart Mountain. I don't know. I know that's coming up. That sounds more right. Then there's Cube Mountain after that. I'm probably gonna hit both. I'm gonna hit both of those today, I believe. So yeah, we're just pushing along, guys. It's definitely peaceful out here. It's really quiet. There were some hikers that I think left before me early this morning. I left pretty early, and then there was a bunch still camping around. I don't like to be in the bubble, I don't mind hiking around a few people. Like I was hiking around Zen and Fraggle and Heisenberg and Flash, their little tramway, and that's okay. I don't mind. They're a great group. And then the other group is a guy, Dirt Nap, I met early on in Georgia. He's one of the ones that gave me my trail name. So I don't mind hiking. They have a big family, and when you combine groups, you're talking over 10 people. That makes things harder, especially when you're trying to find a hostel or a shelter or a tent space. So that's part of the reason why we've been doing most of this solo. Sucks being alone, but you know what? We have less than 450 miles left, so we've been doing it all this way. If I see them, great, but each person has to do their own journey. So anyway, I'm gonna grab some water, get it filtered, and keep heading up this mountain. Hopefully we're gonna get some amazing views. Like I said, right now the weather is looking beautiful. The sun is out. It's only supposed to get in like the mid to high 70s today. That's gonna be huge. And hopefully the cloud coverage doesn't look too bad right now. So we might get some really good views coming up. And that's the big thing about New Hampshire. When you hit the whites and all, man, if you hit those on good days, God, you can see for miles. And that's what I was excited about, getting this area on a really good time. And it looks like we're starting on a good note, so that's a plus, huge plus. I'm really excited about that. And get to see some really amazing views. Because let's be honest, besides Vermont, and it was lackluster for a while there, and I knew that was going to be the case. You just don't have as much elevation gain and not as much to see in some of those other states. I had a lady yesterday, she was like, "Oh, you didn't like New Jersey?" I'm like, it was okay. It wasn't really anything great to see. No offense to Jersey family and friends, but when it comes to hiking, that would definitely not be my top pick of a area to hike. Considering all the other stuff I've seen, I could definitely find a lot better places to do hikes at that have much better views and even nicer forests. Plus all the water drought we had there. So anyway, enough of all that. Yeah, it just keeps going and going, guys. But all right, well, I'm gonna grab some of this water here while it's still flowing, and we'll see you back up at the top. Have a good one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it feels like fall out here. The wind's blowing, it's nice and cool out. Sorry, Florida. I know you guys are probably still dying in the heat, but man, it is a absolutely hands down gorgeous day. It is windy, I'm not gonna lie, so there's a little chill when it hits all my sweat, because regardless, you still sweat. But man, what a gorgeous day out. Does have me a little worried. I looked at the temperature, but where I was at, it was a lower elevation. Now I'm up higher, so I don't know exactly how much of a difference that is. It definitely feels colder up here, so it's got me a little worried for the nighttime, because all I have is, I guess I could put on my pants, and I do have a long sleeve shirt I could wear, I guess. So, and my hoodie. I'll definitely be glad to get my quilt back. Oh, whoa, I don't even know what this is. Like a little cabin garage thing. That's pretty cool. I didn't know anything about this being up here. The trail goes right there across a little bit of water. Now, I guess in a pinch you could sleep in there. Obviously people have been partying with their beer cans and trash they've left. Yeah, I guess in a pinch, if the weather was bad, you could. I don't know that I would want to. Oh well. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that was here. So, see, it's sometimes you take a blue blaze, a little side trail, and here's what you get. So the only reason we took the side trail, which is known as it's up here, I'll show you. This is known as the Ranger Trail. This used to be the old AT trail, I believe, if I've read that right. I know there's a lot of spots here where it's an old AT route that they used to have hikers go on. I believe this is one of them. And what it does is, I don't know that it's any easier than the AT, but this trail actually had water along it, whereas the new AT with the white blazes has no water. So big difference, especially right now when the water is scarce up here. So we decided to take the Ranger Trail just so we could have water. And saw a cool little shack. I do remember somebody saying something about a cabin. I guess that's what they were referring to. I know there's a cabin up top of the mountain on Smart Mountain. It's a little overgrown here. But yeah, there is a cabin up on Smart Mountain. When you get up there, it's an old fire ranger cabin. We'll take pictures and videos of that one whenever we get up there. And there's also a fire tower you can climb up. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to let you know it's a beautiful day out. And feels like fall almost. So I don't know if it'll last. We'll see. But I'm not upset about it today. Definitely makes the hiking a little bit easier. Got a little extra pep in the step this morning. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. It doesn't look that steep, and the camera never really shows you. But man, for the past mile, it has been just these steep little boulder climbs straight up the mountain. Still got about 3/4 of a mile to go. Holy cow. New Hampshire ain't playing. Welcome to the big leagues, ladies and gentlemen. But it is gorgeous out. A little chilly in the shade, I'm not gonna lie. Might have to put my hoodie back on when I get to the top. But, all right, we gotta keep on getting it. I'm not sure if this will get you perspective. Way down there is where we were hiking up. And we gotta go up there. Still got about a half a mile to summit, but whew, definitely a climb. All right, guys, we'll see you at the top. Here's the old fire marshal cabin. You can actually stay in if you are here. Not much, but it would keep you warm and it'll keep you dry, I'm pretty sure. cool. There's another trail that goes down that way. I don't know where it goes. Not anywhere we want to go, that's for sure. Well, I guess we will go back here and climb to the top of this fire tower and see what the views look like. Catch you up in a bit. Well guys, at the top of this little tiny fire tower, but man, it is so windy up here. Look at those views. Holy cow. All the way around. You can hear the wind whipping. It's pretty crazy. Look at there. Absolutely amazing. Whew. Well, over there to the higher stuff. That's where we're gonna be headed. That's for sure. Oh man, gorgeous. All right, we're gonna make our way down. At least the thing's not shaking. Man, guys, that was a gorgeous view. And this is a nice little walk through this forest. Again, you know, giving off kind of that Smokies vibe in a way. It's a little chilly, man. I'm not gonna lie. I put my hoodie back on. Up here higher, it's like 3,800 foot or something like that. Definitely chilly. The wind's whipping. The wind was definitely whipping up on that tower. So definitely a cool fire tower. It felt pretty stable. So I guess I'm starting to kind of be okay with heights a little bit. That one wasn't too bad. And it felt really secure. And I watched somebody else that's a bigger guy go up it when he was coming through this area probably about 2 weeks ago. And he's not big on the fire towers either unless they're stable. So I knew that one was good to go. So yeah, now we're just gonna head down the mountain, keep pushing forward. Not sure where we're gonna go today. There's a hostel coming up. Man, this is a little overgrown. There's a hostel coming up, or there was one coming up, but apparently it is closed now for the season, which is really weird. Which kind of sucks because that would have been that guy that I was talking about a couple weeks ago. I guess they were the last ones really that stayed there, and they got to do some good slack packing. So I guess I won't be doing that. It definitely would have been nice. There is the option still for Musalaki coming up in probably 2 days that I could slack pack that if I needed. I don't know. We'll see. It looks like it's rough either way you go at it. But that's when I'll be meeting my parents when I come down the backside of Moosilauke, and I'll be able to get my quilt. It's funny because everybody I've talked to, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get my cold weather stuff, and they're like, you don't have any of your cold weather stuff? I'm like, nope. And they're like, man, I don't know how you're doing it. I was like, yeah, it's not easy. And it kind of got cold on me pretty quick. So tonight I'll basically be wearing probably most of my clothes to stay warm. I mean, hell though, I did that when I first started on a few nights and in the Smokies, and I was still a little chilly. So do what we can. But yeah, so now we're just heading down off of the mountain. I can't remember the name of the mountain. I'll try to put it in the video. I know it's part of, I don't know that it was Smart Mountain, but I know we're close to Smart Mountain. I don't know, it might be. But yeah, definitely a pretty cool little area. The little cabin was nice, especially if you wanted to get out of the elements. So it would not be a bad choice to stay. There were some couple tenting sites, but you know, again, no water. So you basically have to carry water up, and the next water isn't for a couple miles down the mountain. So that's where we'll be headed. Now there's some camping sites there, but I plan to go a little farther than that. There is a shelter coming up. It's like a hexagonal shelter or something. Or that might be the one after. I don't remember. But yeah, so we'll probably go. It's a nice old forest. So yeah, we'll check out that shelter. I know there's no water, so wherever we go we have to carry. So we'll have to check the map when we get down here by the creek. But all right guys, hope everyone's having a great day. We'll see you later. Working our way up to the ledges. But they decided, you know, let's go do the rocks. Oh, fun stuff. That's a start. Pretty view. Man. My, oh my, New Hampshire. You are gorgeous. Look at those views, guys. Holy cow. Absolutely amazing. Let's go a little ways down. Holy cow. Loving it. Loving New Hampshire, guys. Well, we're not gonna make it easy to cross. This is a potential water source, but there ain't nothing but some nasty pools of water. There's a shelter up there, but it's only like 4 o'clock. I think we're gonna keep going, guys. Now, cube, I think it is coming up, and you know, not too far. And find somewhere to camp on the other side. So just wanted to show you this little ravine. All right, guys. Well, more rocks. I gotta go up there. Oh man, thinking maybe I should have stayed back at that shelter. I still got a mile to go to get to the top of this mountain, and then 2 miles down. It's gonna be dark by the time I get down it. Oh well. At least we got one more out of the way, right guys? All right, see you at the top. Yeah, still trying to get up there. We're still a ways from the tippy top too, but that's where we gotta go. I thought it was up there. It's actually right there. Sorry, I'm out of breath. It's a steep climb up. But I see blue sky. But see, that's where it gets you. You think you're close, but you're not really that close. All right, guys. Yeah, some of these rocks, they're not even wet. They are slippery. And there's one up there. I almost slid right back down. I had to double check. I'm like, this can't be the path. Oh, but it is. Should have known. Whew. There's nowhere for you to really step. You're just kind of going wherever you think you might be able to make it. Sorry, Mom, I know that's probably not what you want to hear. Well, that's pretty though. At least got that going for us. Oh, nice. Very nice. All right, there's one little house way over there. Yeah, we gotta climb up that slippery stuff. Oh boy. Tell you what, guys, today has been beautiful. But man, New Hampshire's making us work today. Definitely working for it today. But it looks like we are fixing to have a gorgeous view. As long as I don't slip and fall. Are we ready? Are we ready, guys? Boom. Look at that. Holy cow. Oh man, that is gorgeous. New Hampshire is showing out. Holy cow. That's what we came from down there. Oh man. Well, I'm enjoy this for a minute. I still have more to go. I still have to climb up there somewhere. There's still like another half a mile up. And then I've got 2 miles down, then I can make camp. So. Still got some sunlight, at least. So yeah. Anyway, beautiful view, guys. Look at all the leaves that are already fallen. This has been all day. We're only August, mid-August. It must have been dry, so don't know. Not really sure. I've never dealt with any fall weather, being a Floridian. So let me know if I should be expecting some really cold weather when y'all see this video. I wouldn't be upset with seeing some leaves changing though. That would be really cool. I've always wanted to see it. So I'd be happy to see it. Anyway, all right guys, we're trying to make our way to the top of this mountain. I feel like I'm never gonna get there. And then I still got 2.5 miles down the mountain to get to a, hopefully nobody's there, a campsite next to the creek. And then hopefully I'll have some service. But if not, that's just the name of the game. Wouldn't be our first time without any service at night. Just means early bedtime. So, all right guys, see you in a bit. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Cube Mountain. A bunch of windmills back there. These chipmunks don't like me being up here, man. They've been chirping at me like crazy. They're kind of aggressive. Might add them to my ramen noodles, they keep it up. Just kidding, they're too cute. It's gorgeous though, my God. New Hampshire is showing out. All right, I gotta get down the mountain and try to find a spot to camp for the night, guys. Let's see.